Good day everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to be showing you how to achieve a soft glam makeup look in 2024 featuring my favorite Nigerian brands. First off, to begin this makeup look, I am going to be showing you my 25-piece brush set gotten from Zikel Cosmetics, a beauty brand situated here in Nigeria. And trust me, these brushes are so fluffy. Cannot begin to imagine. Next off is our beauty blender from Cindy's Beauty Line and our face mask from Kenya's Emporium here in Nigeria. Well, for this video, I'll be using the Honey Peach Hexapeptide Mask for hydrating my skin just before the whole process of my makeup begins or starts. Yeah, so this is me currently arranging the face mask on my face and allowing it to sit in for 20 minutes. This is like my ritual. This is how I use my face mask, right? I allow it to sit for 20 minutes before I finally take it off, right? So you're going to see all of that happen here in this video, of course. Now I will take off the face mask, right? And then I'll let you see how beautiful my skin looks like just after doing that. Just take a look at that glow. Ooh, now I go in with my moisturizer from Adventure and Becharm Cosmetics here in Nigeria, and of course taking a little bit of this moisturizer from Adventure and massaging it onto my skin, yes, before I go in with my Becharm moisturizer and massage it also down into my skin. I do this to make sure that my skin has a lot of content of moisture, right? So to allow the makeup sit and even last longer. When you moisturize your face, of course you get better result for your makeup. Please take note of this. Good moisture, good makeup. Yes, then I use my fan to make sure that everything sits in properly before I go in with a mattifying primer from Becharm Ageless Cosmetics, and of course apply it to the T-zones of my face. So as you can see, this is what I am doing currently with the same applicator brush, right? I put in my primer and allow it to dry also. Yes, so from here you can see that the face is ready. Ready. Next up, I'll be taking my foundation, two foundations, right, from Avon Cosmetics, yes, and then I'll be taking it and applying it to my skin. I mixed the two portions because of course that's what's going to give me my correct shade, and you can see flawless indeed, flawless. This is how I massage my foundation to my face. Take your foundation and of course I'm using the brush from Zikel Cosmetics, right? Yes, and I'll be using that to massage the foundation right into my face. This is like my foundation applicator brush, and you can see how beautiful and evenly this brush distributes the products of foundations right on my face, and it is indeed beautiful to see. Up next, I go in with this brush and take a little bit of dark contour shade of foundation from Zikel Cosmetics also, and use it to contour my face. You can see where I am taking the brush from my cheekbone, right, and then I'm advancing upwards to make sure I get that contoured shape. And of course the parts of my forehead, I use the remnants of the foundation, right, to touch up those places because I do not want my face to be filled up with a lot of products. As we can see, less is more. Of course, I do the same thing for the bridge of my nose, and of course to get that contoured, snatched baby face for an advanced makeup. The concealer I'll be using is from Zikel Cosmetics in the shade Caramel. Please take note of the mode of application. I am starting from the inner corners before going to the outer corners, and please always remember, do not forget, less is more. And then you start blending. If you can take proper notes, see how I am blending out my concealers. I am not going in from the inner corners, no, going from the outer corners and blending out the edges before moving into the inner corners of my eyes. This way you're going to be blending out your concealers layer by layer to avoid creasing. And please let us also take note that this Zikel Cosmetics concealer is a mattifying concealer. It is matte. So please do not leave it to dry. It gives you full coverage, so I mean, do not leave it to dry like other concealers that you have to leave on, like the Numbam Beauty. You leave it on to allow it sit properly before blending to achieve full coverage. No, for Zikel it is different. Just start blending almost immediately after you have put your concealer on your under eyes or anywhere, because if you leave it for long, it dries up and then blending is going to be so hard for you. You can see what I am doing, blending almost immediately after putting my concealers. Please take note of this. If you ever purchase the Zikel Cosmetics, do this, blend out almost immediately. And then I am going to go in with the Ivory Cream Concealer from Zikel Cosmetics also. This is, as you can see, a shade or 2 shades lighter than me. Just doing this to brighten my under eyes, right? So yeah, blend. Make sure you blend. Do not forget to blend. Next up, I'll be using the palette from Who's That Girl for my blush. I do cream blush almost every time. This takes a lot of process, but if you cannot afford this, please make sure that you get a powder blush. So after doing all of the processes for skin work, just apply your blush after you've applied powder to your skin. So if you can't do that, if you can do this, but this is actually a very good method. So yeah, watch me blend after your contour before you find your blush, and after your blush before you find your highlights. So please take note of the processes, take note of the steps to achieve a flawless and beautiful makeup in 2024. Next, I'll be going in to set my entire face with the palette, that's a powder palette from V Beauty Cosmetics, a brand in Nigeria. I'm going in with the cream caramel for my under eyes. Please watch. Then I changed my brush. If you can see this. You see that the brush from Zikel Cosmetics I used is wider. So I took products, I set. Please let us note that there's a very big difference between setting and baking. So you set your face immediately after you've applied your foundation, concealers, your blush, or cream contour. The next step is to set your entire face, and this is what pressing powder gently to every single part of your face. Please do not forget this. Press powder, most especially your particular shade of powder. So if you have 2 powders that you mix on a normal day to get your shades, do the same thing. Set every single place of your face. I'll be taking a powder brush from my brush set and using it for the next step. Then you see me pressing powder gently into my skin to set my entire face. Note I could not use the brush I used the other time to set under my eyes because of how small it is, right? So I have to take a bigger brush, which is my powder brush, and I use it to take a powder that is exactly my skin shade and set my entire face. Here I am taking the smaller brush to touch my powder for contour, to create a depth in my contour area. And now this is me brushing up my brows with my brow tamer from TM Essentials, right? And you can see the difference between the 2 brows. And of course I set again. Note, set, not bake. I set the places that I have used my brow tamer on for my brows, and of course I gently start drawing the lines. For this brow look, I used my Davis pencil that we get here in Nigeria for over 100 naira or 150 thereabouts. I don't know the cost of it currently, but when I got it, it was 200, I guess. But originally it used to be sold for 100 naira. So that's it. You draw, you make your outline, outlining your brows, making sure that you have created the shape that you want by drawing from the bottom to the top. And note, when you're drawing your brows, always be with your spoolie to brush up your hairs, continue putting up your hairs forward to create a very fine finish, and then you gently fill in give your brows those brow-like strokes. Do not press your pencil. Be very light with it, and of course go in and brush again. Brush. Continue to use the spoolie. The spoolie is your friend in this particular process. Then you gently fill in your brows. Do not be scared. Do not be too harsh with your pencil or on your pencil. Always use your spoolie for the best results. Here I'll be using my setting and baking powder from Gentle Dove Cosmetics, a cosmetic brand here in Nigeria. Well, I use this for dual purposes, for both setting and baking. But for this video, I used it as a baking powder. And what do you do when you bake? You take more products of your loose powder, right? And then you place it on the places that you've highlighted, the highlighted areas of your face. Place this powder there to take and soak up a lot of moisture, that is sweat that might be coming out from your face while you continue the makeup. This gives you a very beautiful matte finish whenever you do it for your makeup. Preserves the under eyes after doing your makeup. And of course, I have to go back and highlight my chin, that's my jaw. Of course, you can see what I am doing there. First of all, set that part of my face again before going in to bake. So this is exactly what you're saying. Setting every single and baking every single part that I have highlighted. So I am doing in this video. Next up, I use my concealers from Zikel Cosmetics to conceal my eyebrows. Let's not forget, I drew my brows without using a concealer, but here I am going to be making it more defined and more beautiful. And as I said, less is more. If you can see, I used the 2 shades of concealers mixed together to give me the shade that I needed for this particular eyebrow blending, right? And then after doing that carefully for the 2 brows, I immediately go in with my blending brush and of course blend out every single concealer to match my skin properly. And as you can see, the brush I use from this set is the flat brush, and now this is me blending out the concealer with my blending brush from Zikel Cosmetics. You can see how beautifully this brush blends out every concealer that I have used. This is so beautiful. This is a must-have as a newbie in makeup. I recommend 100%. The brushes from Zikel Cosmetics are the bomb. Don't forget that. Here I'll be taking off the excess concealers on my hands to just place them on my lids, on my eyelids, because this is what is going to serve as the base for my eyeshadow. I'm not doing too much. This is like a very simple look that you can use to go out any day and anytime. And of course, I'm taking a powder from my powder palette and I'm just going to place it right directly on my blended concealer, and that's on my eyelid. Of course, I'm going to do this and just press the powder gently on my eyelid in the 2 eyes. Just gently press down. You already have a very beautiful and solid base with your concealer. But note, your primer does this work. That is why you need to get one. Your concealers cannot do this all the time. But for easy coverage and easy movement, you can just go ahead and just finish up the concealers that you have used and are wasting. Of course, it still serves as a base. Then I'm going in with a darker shade of powder from the V Beauty Cosmetics palette to give my eyes that definition. You can see what I am doing. I'm just using the brown powder to blend to my nose and upward into my eyebrow, because at the front of this my eyebrow I didn't use any concealers, so I want it to be as natural as possible. And you see me blending and blending. Guys, this is what you need to do. All you need to do for your makeup. And of course, you can draw your eyeliner. I think I'll be giving you all a tutorial on how to properly draw your eyeliner as a beginner. Yes, I had to go off camera to, do the whole process, continue the process of drawing my eyeliner, because it was, taking time. And of course, use your mascara to raise your eyebrows. For those of us who have very stubborn eyelashes, right, you can just use your mascara. It's your friend. Use it. Do not be scared. I use the mascara for the top of my eyelashes and the bottom lashes, and you know what, I was good. So good to go. So this is basically all you need to do. It is not hard. Please always stick around and watch out for my videos to get more insight on how to do your everyday makeup even as a beginner. I'm going to be using my concealer from Zikel Cosmetics as my lip stain in this video, because I don't want to do too much. Then I'll use my brow pencil, which is my Davis pencil, to line the top part of my lip, understand, to give me that dark, beautiful effect. And of course, I'll be going in with my glosses from Zikel Cosmetics. This has to be the best thing that happened to me ever since I discovered these lip glosses. My game changed. Yeah, so I am using the shade Earth and Brunette for this makeup look. Now I'm going in with the shade Brunette at the middle part of my lips, right, and then I just dab. Easy, good to go. And now I'm going in with Earth. You see how pigmented the Earth lip gloss is. This is a game changer. I strongly recommend this for every single girl out there. If you're in Nigeria or not, please, I'll be dropping the link to get all these products on my description box, so please do well to check that out. I love you. I'm always look out for you. Yes, thank you so much. And now I am going to be dusting off all of the excess powders that I left on my face with my brush, and of course the shade of powder that I have from my powder palette. It's just me dusting, basically dusting off, dust off. Do not be too harsh, dust off. And I'll be using these cheek glazes from TM Essentials, Headline and Unapologetic. So I'm going in with this. This serves as a blush. Yes, a very beautiful blush. So after you've done your makeup, you can just take this and then place them on the amples of your cheek, of course, to give you that that beautiful effect. Yes, and guess what, it is so glossy. Not so glossy, but gives you this very damp, there's this damp effect that it has on the skin. It's so beautiful. And then now you can go in with your highlighter and just place it with your brush on that cheekbone. And guess what? Face finna be snatched, my queens. It's going to be so snatched. And after doing this part and process of your makeup, what I recommend and highly recommend is the second cheek glaze, which is Unapologetic. Guys, although this product has been discontinued by TM Essentials, but they have another product that you can get by just checking out the link. I'm going to be dropping every single link in the description box below, and just use that to touch your cheek. You can see the effect already. And after doing this, I set my face with my setting spray. I am very generous with it, and immediately after that I used this Seal It fixing spray from Pro Cosmetics. What I do is to just spray it generously on my face. This makes your makeup stay longer on your face. And yeah, this is it. This is the finished look. Tell me what you think about this in the comment section. If this video was helpful in any way, please let me know. And if you'll be wanting or need me to do more tutorials for you, also let me know. I deeply appreciate you and thank you for your time. Thank you for watching to the end. I remain blessing Azoni, your bestie in makeup. I want to see that all of us are able to do our makeup this year, 2024. Please like, subscribe, and share.